Hello, my friends, Boomy here once again with another video for you, my Swtor brothers and sisters. How's everyone doing today in a galaxy far, far, far? Ooh, I think there's drama. Away. This is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for all your Swtor fun, news, and not really guides and updates right here, right now. My friends, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying the weekend. Gods know I am. Anyways, my friends, we need to have a chat. We need to have a talkie talk. Let's sit down, pour yourself a stiff drink, pull up your sweat shorts and your sweatpants, because things are about to get a little spicy. And yes, I'm about to ruffle some feathers, because I have some honest opinions. And if there's one thing about this channel I love the most, is I will always give you my honest opinion about whatever game we're talking about, and I will let you know how I feel about something, and I will never sugarcoat stuff for you guys, and you all know that, and I love you guys for that. That's great. Anyways, my friends, this all started with a post that Jackie, the community manager at Star Wars: The Old Republic, put out there responding to another person's post about the whole 7.5 and the whole solo stuff that's going on there with ventures and all that jazz. So, well, here, I'll show you the post and what it is, and then I'll kind of show you another reply on what's going on. And then we're just going to talk about it. We're going to have an honest opinion about what is going on in Star Wars: The Old Republic. So here we go. This is what Jackie had to say, responding to what Andy Knoll had to say. And he is pretty famous in the community for being someone who's not the biggest fan of solo players and just loves the hardcore group content. He says, and I quote, to be bad, they care more about them solo players and wasting time making content like that date night garbage. Which Jackie responded to, and I will be the first person to say that she should not have responded to this. She should just have let this one go and fly underneath the radar, go away. It would have fizzled out, it would have gone nowhere. But she did respond, and here's my whole big deal. This kind of reminds me of the whole, like, retweets are not my own. No, they are. You wouldn't be retweeting them or doing stuff like this if you didn't agree or whatnot with whatever opinion that was. So to me, I find that argument of like, well, this is my space and blah, 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 to be void. If you're working for a company and you're talking about things of the product of that company, you've null and voided your opinion on a thing. Your job is to push the product and to answer questions for the community. That's your job. Your job is not to give personal asides here and there and get triggered by things and then go after it. That's not your job. In fact, that actually does worse PR for the company. That is flat out for any company in the world, any type of genre, any industry. Just saying, all those people who put the retweets are not my own opinion, they don't reflect business. No, that's bullshit, they do. So let's get into it. She says, I appreciate that players have specific type of content they enjoy. I love that diversity, but what you may consider garbage is beloved by others. I hope that when content you enjoy is created, even outside of games, it is not shamed or looked down upon. So let's just take a look. Let's dissect all of this stuff, right? Let's just take a deeper look into this, because I really kind of feel by Andy's reply to stuff and posting stuff that he unintentionally kind of made them say the quiet part out loud. And he kind of really unveiled the simmering tension within the community. And her response to his response really also kind of showed their hands as well. Here's the thing. This is where I think Andy was, I'll first say this is where I think he was wrong, dead wrong. When it comes to MMOs, when it comes to most games with a mass influx of people, solo players and casual players are its bread and butter. They are the ones who literally are paying the bills for the company. They make up the majority of the community. Now, when it comes to the hardcore raiders or operation people, flashpointers, PvPers, those make up a smaller subsect within an MMO community. So us people who love solo content, and we enjoy a good group every now and then, because we're casuals, we don't need to get all hardcore and sweaty about stuff. We are what make the game tick. So he was wrong in that aspect. So when MMOs, preferably they start creating more PvE content for solo players, for casual players, they have to, because we literally pay the paychecks. But where I believe he is right is that Swtor for a couple years now has almost completely ignored endgame, and they've almost, in a sense, really again ignored the group content when it comes to stuff. When have we last had a major new operations in a patch that's come out with? What other MMOs continue to put new raids and new stuff out in their big patches, their number patches? Hell, even when they come out with a number, we're still getting hours of content. Swtor has not given us that in a long time. One could argue that once 6.0 hit, the downward spiral for all that stuff really went into effect. So the biggest thing that is really missing in this game, and what I really think this conversation that they had really pinpoints, is that the community, for a majority of it, and I've done polls on it and I've talked to people within the community, my ear is deep into the ground with this community. They want meaningful content that is longer than 45 minutes than an hour. They want something they can chew, sink their teeth in, enjoy the story, and not be playing and go like, oh, that's it, we're done. Now I have to wait 3 to 4 to 5 months until we get another bite-sized thing. Right now it seems Swtor is more focused on giving what I call side quest items than they are giving us major new content to delve. You know, the side quest items are fine with the whole like venture solo thing. I think that's great. Bessie looks awesome. I think she looks really cute. I'm looking forward to doing that. And the whole new spring event, which is really coming up, you know, the very end of spring, but it is what it is. I'm looking forward to that. I love farming in real life. I will enjoy doing this as well. But when it comes, and with the dailies, let's just not, we already know my opinions on dailies. As one developer said, it is the lazy dev's way of making content. Dailies as well, I consider that a side quest item to do. Outside of the main overall thing, it's part of endgame, yes, but there's more thing. Endgame, when we're talking endgame, we're talking about doing like the best level flashpoints, the hardest level of operations and stuff like that, doing what hardest level in PvP. That's what we're looking for in endgame, and that is something Swtor has severely lacked in a long time, and people have felt it, and people from that ilk have left. And people are also leaving the game because there hasn't been much meaningful Swtor content in a long time. We haven't had a great story that kind of ties everything together. We kind of have a story of Legacy of the Sith, but we barely see the Sith. We just go and say hi to him while he's on his toilet inside a fleet. It's mainly the Mandalorian, which is fine. If they had like actually kind of labeled this whole expansion to be Legacy of the Mandalorian, right? I know there's some people who like the Mando storyline, and that's great. I'm glad you do, but I know there's a vast majority who are just kind of done and tired of it, and we're left asking the question, what's going on, and what actually is happening in this story right now? In 7.5, we were told we're going to get more content on that. We're going to get more story pickup on that. Something might be going on with Malgus. Party on. I really hope they do. I hope they really start tying up the loose ends in this current iteration of Star Wars: The Old Republic. But even if they do, it doesn't stem the flood of people or the tension bubbling under of the community asking, what's going on with this game? We need story, we need content, we need something more than little side quest content. We need to know, where's the actual big baddie? What is happening in the future? And sometimes, you know, devs like to hint at certain things. And so there's another comment in Whatnot in reply that I thought was interesting, maybe a little bit telling of what's going on. Because Swtor, if there's anything they are very good at, is being exceedingly tight-lipped about future content. I mean, their secrecy is tighter than a dolphin's ass. And it's kind of annoying, because we want to know what's going on. So here's something that was said that I went, okay. Raphael Pierce says, I wanted to see people having fun in new ops and PvP modes or maps. Jackie responded, I understand. Don't have anything to share on those fronts right now, but when we do, we'll inform players. Now, if you aren't new to the developer world or to the gaming world, that's dev speak for we don't have anything right now. We'll get back to you. And that's pretty much what it is. We don't know what's on the horizon. They haven't really teased that. Right now, they're in the present. That's where they are. And that's kind of like where they can be. They have a very small group of developers over there at Broadsword. And I've checked the Broadsword website many a time. And they, outside of updating saying, hey, we now have Star Wars The Old Republic on our shelves, they haven't updated their employee list. They haven't updated their looking for careers list. They're not hiring any more people. So they're kind of stuck in a place of limbo, I honestly believe. And what I think Swtor really needs to do is to be honest with its community. They need to say where they are. They need to give us a bit of an actual roadmap, not a quarterly thing from Keith, and they need to stick with it. They need to reassure the player base that this game is going to be here for a long time, outside of just saying, haha, it's going to be here forever, don't worry, guys. There's a lot of people worried. There is. And that's where fomenting these type of replies to 7 and 5 and to what the developers had to say on that. And that's where I get a little bit worried. Now, don't worry, I'm going to be with this game till the server shut down. Not a problem there. But I do have a passion for this game. And I do have a love for this game. And I have a love for this community. And I can be brash and I can be exceedingly honest with my opinion. And that will never stop. And that's one of the reasons why I left the influencer content creator program, is because I was feeling stifled. And quite frankly, I grew exceedingly frustrated with a lot of broken promises. And that's what I kind of feel like the biggest legacy is of Swtor, is a lot of broken promises to its community. So I understand in a bit why they're only doing side quest type stuff. I get that, because really that's all they can do. But I think majority of the people are asking themselves, why are you doing this instead of actually creating meaningful content? So that's where I think everything is. I think that's what's been provoked by this exchange they had on the Twitters. And yeah, I decided to give my 2 cents because I read into it and said, there's something here. They triggered something. Because if there's anything I have learned with working with some of the devs over there at the BioWare in Austin especially, is they have very thin skin and they get triggered pretty easily. And in this type of business and game, especially working on the internet, you have to have a thick skin to get into this type of business, and that is something they don't have. And honestly, again, like I said, as we wrap this up, she should not have responded to this whatsoever. She should just let it go, because I honestly think it might do more harm than good. To me, it just kind of came off a bit nasty, and it is what it is, I guess. And so we're here, and I'm making this video and putting it out into the ether. Anyways, my friends, let me know what you think. Am I completely off base? Am I wrong? And if I am wrong, I'll do a video saying Boomy was wrong. I have no shame in doing that type of stuff. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's keep the conversation going on down there. Make sure you hit the like button and hit that bell notification button, because my videos do come out pretty frequently, and who knows, you might get a surprise live stream where we talk about all kinds of weird random stuff, especially about pie and cheesecake. And make sure you hit the subscribe button, become the part of the family here at Boomy Nation, the freak show YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. And as always, my friends, remember to be kind, it's about community, and don't forget to spay and neuter your Wookiees. We'll see you later, my friends. Good day.